Chakra Flow has over 7 hours of content. There are 3 DVDs included. The way that I recommend exploring this practice is like this. There are 7 chakras, and each chakra has its own individual practice, meaning that there is a sequence that's designed, that's specific to that particular chakra. For each of the 7 practices representing the 7 chakras, I've recorded 2 audio tracks. The first audio track is theoretical. The second audio track is experiential. The practices are exactly the same. The audio will change depending on your needs. I recommend, without a doubt, practice to the theoretical track first, and you might practice that one for a while. There's a lot of information that's really important to understanding that mind-body connection. So while you're practicing, I'll go through the individual chakra, talking about the elements, the color, its location. I'll also, though, describe what a deficient chakra is, what an excessive chakra is, the traumas and the abuses that can block a chakra, and the physical challenges that can occur or inform that there might be a block. Included in this DVD, you'll find a reference chart so that you can go back and take your time and look and understand a little bit more about the different qualities, including what a balanced chakra is. And so there's a lot of opportunities to really understand that mind-body connection. But that information can get really heady because what's in that is also a lot of inquiry. I'm going to be asking a ton of questions based on each individual chakra, and then taking you through meditations that are in association with some of those questions. So I want to encourage you, practice it over and over, bring your journal with you and answer some of the questions, maybe turn off the DVD and sit with one of the particular questions that might have resonated with you or landed in a particular way. The experiential track, that's so that you can do just that, experience the chakra. Once you understand it, that you have a practice that you can go to again and again and again, where you can breathe and get quiet and stay in the sensation. I'll lead you through meditation and visualization and prayers in the beginning and in the end. I'll cue you very specifically throughout the whole of the practice, but it's really an opportunity for you to sit with the vibration and meditate on that energy, bringing positive energy in and releasing any stuck energy out of the body. And so that's really the journey that you want to take, the theoretical track, then the experiential track. You take your time with the 2 different tracks until you have an understanding of the individual chakras. That leads you to the 90-minute. The 90-minute brings it all together. I'll cover all 7 chakras and lead you into some deeper inquiry about your own life path. And of course, the conversation will come down to forgiveness. It'll come to that point of, now what? Now that you have the information, now that you have a better understanding of why things have happened as they have, maybe perhaps if you're available, if you're open, you can start to see that bigger spiritual picture. Let go of some of these thought processes that no longer serve you. Honor the emotional resonance, release it from your body so that you can be present to a new understanding, a broader comprehension that ultimately can lead you to love. And so that's how these practices are set up. Most important thing that you can do is breathe. If you need to use props like blocks or straps or bolsters, please absolutely feel free to make that a part of your experience. If at any point, especially in the 90-minute program, it's too much, do half of it, and then skip the program towards the ending, do some restorative asana, some forward bends, and make sure you do your rest pose at the end, Shavasana. It's vitally important that if you're going to do a dynamic practice, that you balance it out with poses that are more driven by the energy of yin, so they're more grounded, internalized, softer, so that when you get off your mat and go about your day, you just feel more in your body and more grounded. And like I had said earlier, just have fun with this. Really notice what comes up for you, your resistance, your availability, what poses you resonate with, which poses you don't, which chakra just speaks to your soul, and which chakra you feel very disconnected from. Use all of this as information, as inquiry. We want to create optimal health and wellness for ourselves, and it has to happen holistically, looking at the body, mind, spirit. We have to understand how. If we don't feel well, there might be a reason for it that's more emotional, and that these practices allow us just an entrance into that inquiry. So be curious, be present. Notice when you check out, notice when you time travel, notice when you fantasize. Always recognize when that happens, and then come back to the breath and come back to the sensation you feel and your reaction to that sensation. As big sensation comes up, sit with it, breathe into it. There's a difference between pain and uncomfortable sensation. Pain, get out of the pose. For some of you, pain, the sensation might be sharp, hot, tearing, searing. If that's your reality, absolutely back off, take a breath, take a break, go back into the pose, modify it a little bit. If it's uncomfortable, the sensation's usually dull, broad, open. For some people, they see colors like brown or a deep blue. So if it's uncomfortable, not painful, hang with it, breathe into it. See what comes up for you in that process. What you don't want to do is push or force or be hard on yourself, especially on a physiological level. Take your time. My hope is that I've set up these practices in such a way as it builds you up so that you can approach the 90-minute program with a little bit more confidence and fluidity, which is ultimately in Vinyasa flow what you're looking for. That's why it's important to make sure that you stay with the first 7 chakras first and then go into the 90-minute. I hope you enjoy these practices. I hope that it gives you some insight into your own experience. I hope that that insight empowers you to be really excited and grateful for your life as it is, seeing that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, learning the lessons that are necessary to the evolution of your own consciousness, and that you're able to walk away from your practice really available to all the myriad of ways that life unfolds and informs, and most importantly, that you can have a certain amount of appreciation and respect for the beings that have crossed your path, who have been your teachers, who have opened your heart and who have dropped you to your knees. That you walk away from this practice not loving your body, but loving your life, and really grateful for your life as it is, knowing that you're standing in the presence of your own magic. God bless and namaste.